What's up, everybody? Aaron Weiss here, and today I have a fantastic herb to talk about. It's literally called dream herb. It's from Oaxaca, Mexico, and it's called Tlaypacano, or the leaf of God. Here's the genuine bitter variety, and as you can see, there's the leaf and the flower here. And the reason I bring up genuine bitter variety is because I've done a little bit of research into this herb, and I've grown it year after year in my garden, so I know quite a bit about it. Here is the leaf and flower of a different plant, and a lot of people are selling this online as the non-bitter dream herb, but it's actually a different species entirely. It's called Chromalena odorata, and it's a completely different plant. It's used as an insecticide for keeping bugs off of other crops, and so I don't think it has as much medicinal qualities, and I don't believe it's actually onirogenic, much like the dream herb that I'm talking about now. So as you can see here, this is the fake non-bitter variety, and I know there's a lot of people out there selling it right now, and it is not actually dream herb. And unfortunately, if you do a little more research into this, you'll find that to be true, especially when you look at the leaf structure, the stem, and the flower. In this picture again, you can see that the non-bitter variety has more serrated leaves, and the flower is more puffy and has a bit of purple in it. So other common names for dream herb are leaf of God, Tlaypacano, dog grass, or bitter grass. Now, its Latin name is Calea Zacatechichi, or Calea ternifolium. They can be used interchangeably. The parts used in the herb are the leaf and flower. The constituents, or the phytochemicals that are found in Calea Zacatechichi, are bitter principles, there's flavones, and there's sesquiterpene lactones. Now we're moving on to the properties of dream herb. Now we see that it's a bitter tonic, so it strengthens and tonifies the digestive system. It helps to aid in digestion because it is so bitter. It is also known to be an antiviral. It's a relaxant, so it helps produce a feeling of relaxation. It's also a mild diuretic. Most herbs that are bitter kind of have a flushing down and out action to them, and a diuretic is something that promotes urination. And the main one that everybody's interested in about this herb is it's onirogenic. This means that it induces a dreamlike state. Now we're looking at the uses, and it can be used as a tea, tincture, or extract to increase lucid dreaming, dream recall, clarity in your dreams. It can allow a person to access the subconscious to help heal traumas, help increase chances of having uniquely themed or different dreams. Maybe you're an experienced lucid dreamer, but you want to try something different. These herbs can sort of elucidate that for you. It increases the vividness of dreams. It can also be used to obtain valuable information for use in your daily life, and that's the one that really pokes out to me and what has helped me in the past. And I'll talk to you about my personal experience in just a little bit. Some people even have prophetic dreams with this herb. And again, there's traditional uses for increasing digestion and fighting colds, flus, and fevers. So yes, it's good for dreaming in general, but it also has a medicinal benefit as well. It's used by the Chantal natives of Mexico to divine worship and heal. The leaf is said to give great clarity to one's dreams, as if you were speaking to God. And it can clarify the senses and give one a sense of joy and euphoria. It brings about clear prophetic dreams that are oftentimes positive guides to a better life, or a clue to help someone who is sick. So traditionally it's used also for gastrointestinal discomfort, reducing fevers, loss of appetite, diarrhea, dysentery, and even asthma. How to use dream herb. As a digestive tonic or a dream enhancer, generally people steep about 1 teaspoon of herb in 2 cups of hot water, and you let that steep for about 3 to 5 minutes in hot water. Strain and mask it with whatever you can. It is quite bitter. There is the tincture as well, and tinctures are a little more concentrated, usually in alcohol or vegetable glycerin, and you can take 1 to 3 dropperfuls right before bed for about 5 to 7 days at a time, or as suggested on the bottle, wherever you get it from. Now, the best trick that I've found is instead of going the bitter route, or having to mask it with a bunch of other stuff, just powder the herb or crush it up finely and put it into capsules, and take 1 to 3 capsules right before bed, or as suggested depending on where you get it from. It can also be smoked. That's another thing that the Chantal natives would do, is they would smoke a joint of the herb and drink the tea right before bed to commune with the divine. And that's the traditional method. Now, it is incredibly bitter. No matter what way you ingest it, you're going to get a little bitter in you. Even in the capsules, because the dust might end up getting on the outside of the capsule, you will taste the bitterness. And it's very intense. And I actually think it's because of the bitter principles for sure, but I also think if you're willing to take it there, if you're willing to withstand the bitter, the plant has a message for you. And that's what I think is so special about this herb. Most any herbs, but for dream herbs specifically, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, do not use it all. Check with your doctor if you have any medical conditions that might interfere with you taking this herb. Don't take if you have allergies or ragweed allergies or any other related plants, just in case. If you have any stomach disorders, because it is a bitter tonic, it could disrupt stomach problems if you have them. Don't take if you take blood pressure medications, and do not use if you have cardiovascular disorders or any liver conditions. Otherwise, there's no contraindications when used properly. Now, as for my personal experience, this is one of the first dream herbs that I got into, and I've taken a lot over the years just to study them and learn about them a lot. And I found that dream herbs specifically for me was very helpful in sort of engaging or igniting my ability to have lucid dreams. And in these dreams, a lot of times they were thematic. So every time I would take the dream herb, whether it was the disgusting tea, tincture, or if I put it in capsules, I would have a very shamanic type of dream that had to do with either healing or learning something, or learning about an animal, or having a dream about an animal, like a literal lucid dream about an animal. And so I use it whenever I really want that boost. And I think this is one of the things where people don't want to use a crutch, and I don't think these plants are a crutch. They're great for igniting your ability to lucid dream, but they're also really good if you're experienced at lucid dreaming to be able to sort of have a different experience in your dreamscape. And that's what's so special about these herbs. So they're not crutches, they're just there to hold your hand and teach you something different. So now that you know a lot about this herb, it's time to put it to good use. So whether you're looking for lucid dreaming, increased dream clarity, or even prophetic dreams, this herb might just be the thing for you. Now keep in mind, not all dream herbs work the same for everybody, so you're going to have to experiment with it on your own. There's a link in the description below that can take you to my website where I do have dream herb available, and I'm just so excited to share this with other people, so check it out in the link below. And if you've liked this video, please like and subscribe it, and just if you have any questions, just let me know. Dream well, stay awesome, live better.